Hey guys, Randy from BellissiMoto here with the first in our new installation series of videos, and this video is going to be focusing on removing and replacing the rear shock of a Ducati Panigale V4. Now, what are we going to replace this shock with? Well, nothing but the best, an Ohlins TTX fully adjustable rear shock with the hydraulic preload adjuster. Now, as you can see, the first step was remove the belly pan. That's been completed. The second step is to remove the exhaust. Now, if you have an aftermarket full exhaust system, you might not actually have to remove it, but with the original exhaust, the original slip-on, you certainly do. So, we're going to pop that off and be right back for the next part of this video. Alright guys, I know I said just a moment ago that you have to remove the exhaust. I was wrong. You just have to remove the exhaust cover and the rear wheel to gain access to the bottom of the shock and to have the room you need to actually get onto that Allen head and undo and then again tighten that joint. So you don't actually have to remove the exhaust, keep your exhaust on, just remove that cover. And that's if you have the original exhaust. If you have an aftermarket slip-on or you have a full system, this might not be an issue for you. But if you have the stock exhaust, you do have to remove that cover. As you can see, we're jacking up the bike, using some wood to protect it and going from underneath the original exhaust can just to take the load off of that rear suspension. The goal is not to raise it much, not at all. As he removes that bolt, we can remove that shock. Alright, and the shock is out. And the new Ohlins TTX Shock is going in. Wow, that looks phenomenal. Although, seeing that in here against this original cast aluminum Ducati part just makes me wish that was from Moto Corsa. The beautiful billet machine Moto Corsa support, the shock support just looks so much nicer than that original gray cast piece. But hey, this video is about the shock. We'll get to the other parts later. It's important. Certain hardware needs to be greased, and a pivot joint like this certainly does. As you can see here, a little bit of red Loctite on the threads. You don't want that to really ever come loose, so red Loctite is the Loctite of choice for a bolt like that. Obviously, it's important that you torque these bolts down correctly. Grease, Loctite, yeah, they matter, but so does proper torque. So pay attention to your manuals, get the numbers, get the figures correct. I believe that bolt is at 36 foot-pounds. Then again, could be Newton meters. Better double check me. Alright, now we've got the top bolt in, and we have to line up the bottom of the shock again. This is always a little bit tricky, but the way you do it is you just lower the jack, well, with our under-engine jack method, and you just slowly, oh, right about, perfect, stop, bingo. Let's see, that bolt should slip right through. It looks like a bullseye to me. Oh yeah, money. Perfect, good job. I'm gonna get the nut on there, get that tightened down as well. Alright, now that you have the shock installed, you actually have to install just this bracket before you install the hydraulic preload adjuster. And really it's just a simple order of operations. You want to use blue Loctite, you want to torque this down with a proper torque wrench. You know, we go fast guys, you can't have parts falling off pick a speed, it's just not going to be good. So do it right. That's the point of this video, to help you understand what you're doing. and show you just how easy it really is to get a great upgrade installed on your bike at home without paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a mechanic to do this kind of job for you. Anyhow, bracket is fully mounted, Loctited, torqued down, secured. This is the final step. As soon as he's done with that, we can reassemble every other part of this bike. Drop the jack, get that cover back on, get the little chain guide back on, get the wheel back on. And this bike will be on the road. I'll have a ride review video in just a few moments. And here we are with the final product. One fully installed Ohlins TTX fully adjustable rear shock. As you can see, the rear exhaust has been reinstalled. The wheel is back on the bike. This bike is completely finished, and we're about to take it out, give it a little shakedown test ride, make sure everything is perfect and good to go. But I wanted to give you a little tour around this bike right now because I think it's just coming along really, really well. Check it out. That is the Ayala carbon fiber trimmed two-piece windscreen along with the Rizoma stealth mirrors. Got some beautiful folding adjustable levers. This bike, this is a base model Panigale, but you know the base model isn't that far away from the S model or even the R when it comes to performance. So get yourself a base model, come over to BellissiMoto, let us trick it out for you today.